Black Adam, Heart of Decay, issue 1. This is a one-shot book, which I really enjoy one-shots because then you don't have to worry about, what do you call it, the responsibility of trying to follow a whole arc. Instead, this came with the Page Punchers John Constantine, and I think it also comes with a Superman, Batman, and a Black Adam. And this cover, you guys should know just by looking at the style, this is Lee Bermejo, and he's one of my favorite artists. I wish that he did more, instead of just covers, I wish he did more arcs like he's done, like Batman Damned and some of the other ones that I've gone through. But the only thing about this cover that I will say is a little weird. Like Adam looks great, John looks great, Batman looks awesome. Superman looks good, but I feel like the face is just a little over rendered. He kind of looks like a what do you call it? A wrinkled up prune, in my opinion. The face is a little rough. It looks kind of like a Clint Eastwood type thing. But anyway, let's dive into this book because I had a lot of fun with it. This is Heart of Decay. Cavan Scott doing the writing, Tyler Kirkham doing the art, Arif Prianto doing the colors, Josh Reed letters. There's everyone else working on the book. And again, what I love about this being a one-shot is the fact that we open up into all this action and we get the third-person narration of Adam's inner thoughts. Once these people were my enemies. And I like how it kind of has the manga slash lines. It goes Superman, and you're thinking we're getting into a Black Adam battle. Behind you, thanks, Adam. This is one that I owe you. Now they're my allies, and I stand with them. Just how many of these things are there around the world or here at the Hall of Justice? Both. So we see that there's definitely something going on here wherever the Hall of Justice is. I never knew what town it is. If you guys do, let me know. But like everyone's asking questions, and Batman finally just says, "Y'all are asking the wrong ones." And I like how Adam just nonchalantly tearing apart all these alien insectoid-looking things. He goes, "The question we should be asking here is where these monsters are coming from." Correct. 5 attacks in 5 different locations with no conceivable pattern. London, Novosibirsk, I think that's how you pronounce that, New Delhi, Sydney, and now Washington, D.C. And then we find out that you cannot let these aliens touch you. It's sort of like, I guess, 28 days later, it infects you. Because Adam's been affected by the blight. I need to get him out of here. No, men is still. I'm not done. Not while I can call upon the power of Anton to make me whole. And so I am reborn anew, replenished by the power of the ancients, the stamina of Shu, strength of Amon. So you see just how powerful Black Adam is and why he really can give Shazam a run for his money. Now he comes to find out that this blight is affecting Kahndaq, and he takes off and he goes, "This is no concern of yours, Superman." General Bodwai has always been one of my most trusted supporters, capable, strong, a man of vision and integrity. Joining the League was a risk, but I knew Kahndaq could take care of itself as long as Bodwai stood in my place. Or should I say Kahndaq? I always get Kahndaq and Kahndaq mixed up. Was I wrong to be away for so long? So even though he's chosen this new path, he's questioning, should he have stayed and been Kahndaq's savior? Have I betrayed them all? My desert paradise. And this splash page is really, really nice. I like that. The artwork, it's not super polished like we're kind of used to, like we'd see like in a Jeff Johns New 52 Superman comic, or I'm sorry, Justice League comic. The faces, you can see that Kirkman's finding his way, but it's still serviceable to the story. And especially when we get these nice splash pages and we just see all this, whatever it is, infecting his country. And when he lands, what is this place? Where's everyone? John Constantine. Afraid the old place has gone to seed. Desert blooms. Who would have thought it? Constantine, tell me what happened. Warlock, tell me. Always loved getting wasted, but this is ridiculous. So there's a voiceover and it says, "It's too late for him, my lord. General Bodwai. I am here, General. I heard your call. You came home. Breath of Isis, what has this done to you? People are trapped in their homes." And we come to find out that part of this is due to Swamp Thing. At first, we think it's Swamp Thing, and Adam's ready to full-on attack, but Superman stands in the way. He goes, "Do not presume to command me in my own kingdom, Kryptonian, not unless you want to share my wrath." for me. And that's what I've always loved about Clark, is even though some of his allies can be grating, like Guy Gardner, Batman, Adam, he's still willing to take the blunt to stand up for what's right. And of course, John gets healed, and we come to find out that it's Swamp Thing's actually trying to fight this infection. Adam's just so hell-bent on wanting to solve the problem immediately that he's not getting all the facts, and it takes Constantine, Batman, and everyone to finally say, relax, bro. This is what's really happening. And we come to find out that someone in Kahndaq that he thought he could trust did all this for a particular reason. And what I love is Superman says, Adam, we should talk. I know what you're going to say, Superman. I told you this was not your concern, but I was wrong. I take full responsibilities of this traitor. I will accept whatever justice you deem appropriate. And I love how Adam's sitting here chastising himself. Clark says, actually, I was going to say, it looks like you could do with a hand clearing up this mess. Where should we start? And it gives him pause. Once these people were my enemies. Now they are allies, and I stand with them as they stand. So guys, this was kind of a short review because I don't want to give it too much away, because with this one shot, you don't have a whole lot of time to have a lot of beats. So you have to really compact a lot of information all at once. And so giving them any more away spoils the whole thing. Now, was this like the next great American novel? No, not by far. But what's his name? I always forget. I tend to blank out. Cavan Scott. You can tell that he, to a degree, understands these characters, and he's making them use, like Superman, for example, and Batman, where Batman's more like, that's not the questions you should be asking. And Superman saying, this is my business because you're one of us. You feel the heart of the characters. They don't feel like someone's putting their own quirky sense of humor in there, like Superman being like, haha, it tickles, LMFAO. Clark standing saying, do not attack Swamp Thing. He's not our villain. He's not the bad guy here. And it's just the way everyone starts ripping through this infection. It's just a lot of great action. And you can see how Adam is still trying to find his way. He hasn't exactly fully embraced being a hero yet. Now, I don't know if this, looking at Superman's costume, I don't know if this is supposed to be around Rebirth. This was in 2021, so I'm assuming it's Rebirth, but the costume looks sort of New 52-ish. Or it could just be an alternate universe. I don't know. If you guys know, let me know. But still, seeing Constantine and everyone working together to help someone who was once a villain now trying to amend his ways. A lot of heart in this issue. So again, it's not the greatest thing you'll ever read, but definitely worth your time. And from what I understand, this only comes with the Page Puncher figures. And let me see. I don't know if they showed the action figures here. They showed a lot of cool stuff that people should be reading. So I appreciate that, because there's a lot of people who will collect action figures and they'll say, well, I'm not sure where this figure is from. So I appreciate that McFarlane or whoever's been tasked to do this will give you all this recommended, like, essential graphic novel reading, so that you're not trying to bite off more than you can chew. So yeah, look, the New 52 outfit. But yeah, no, okay, I guess that was the internet where I looked. But it is with, if you're looking for Constantine, you'll have to look at, I think it's the Superman, the Batman, and the Black Adam that kind of have this design, and it'll come with this comic book. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please first and foremost support your local comic shop or where it is to get your action figures and comics, and pick up the figure. We will be going over Constantine here in the near future. It is an awesome figure. If you've enjoyed this review, really would appreciate it if you take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Helps the channel more than you could possibly know. And if you won't mind hitting that fancy little Kahndaq bell next, subscribe. That way, as I get into the content, you guys get notified. Come to the channel, and I love talking with you and hearing your thoughts and feedback down in the comments or the socials, which I'll make sure the links down in the description. So with all that said, hope you all continue to have an absolutely amazing day reading, and happy hunting, everyone.